Hey everyone, we're back in Orlando, Florida by iDrive, and you can tell by the car behind me. It's officially time. Time to join my friends in the Jeep at Spooky Empire 2021. Spring Spooky Empire starting today, basically halfway to Halloween. And for those that don't know, Spooky Empire is a horror con, kind of more sort of like a horror party. Friends that you see twice a year. This event is taking place in the Wyndham on iDrive. This is the back of said Wyndham. And I guess the big celebrity this year is actually Corey Taylor from Slipknot Stone Sour. Richard Dreyfuss was scheduled to be here and canceled this week. They also have the actresses from Rob Zombie's Halloween here as well. And a couple other celebrities that tend to make every convention possible around the country, but mostly in Florida. So we're in the door. I got my wristband. I've got my merch. But more importantly, this is all of the Spooky Empire goodness that's for sale here this year. Some leftovers from prior years. But these are the shirts for this year's event. So you got the Spooky Tiki and this really wicked Live After Death Frankenstein. Shirt from 2 years ago, I believe. Peace of Mind, Eddie. And little Kiss Dealio over here. And we've got vendors bursting out of the doors here. Entry doors here. More vendors here. Look at this. Could be Watto. Got the Shrunken Monkey. Tiki mugs. That is the tiki mug for the event this year. Well, look at this other goodness, including this. That's pretty amazing. Look at these masks. Who could create such incredible artwork? Why, it's Rick. All your Friday the 13th goodness. Jets and Hello Kitty. We'll put a link to Rick's page down below. Image Motor Productions. I'd love to have that in my house. If you guys have seen, we have these in our collection. They are amazing. We've got Bruce, and Velociraptor, and these mini puffs. And this dragon. Scott Pilgrim art. Look at those guys. Oh my god. I've bought stuff from Scott Spillman before, but these statues, oh my goodness. Our favorite part of coming to this con, horror movies and bootlegs. Gwendolyn? Is that Tawny Katane? This is awesome. Nude nuns with big guns? Alright, so take two. We're back at Spooky Empire. This is actually day 2. Day 1, I made a quick lap around and I got out. I wanted to experience it all with Mary. I didn't want to deprive seeing things for the first time without her there, and wanted to share in the experience. I mean, I like sharing the experience with you guys, but I want to share the experience primarily with her.
Sometimes.
Of course, that excludes roller coasters or anything high up or things like that.
They could do that all by themselves.
We've made it in. It's considerably busier today. Leatherface and Jason. Thank you.
Don't be afraid.
Thank you very much.
Don't be afraid of the king. He takes care of his man.
All right, so we're back at 13X. We browsed yesterday. Rick was too popular. I couldn't even get over here. So, what's moving this weekend?
it's popular because my scene in Terrifier, the word is
That's right.
Terrifier Part 2. The rumor is that it might be Oscar-worthy nomination. So
Selfie guy.
Buzz is around Spooky Empire right now. They don't care about the masks. They care about Terrifier Part 2.
Excellent. And I had to pick up the Hello Kitty.
Yes.
Of course. What's the most popular mask this weekend?
Always is Part 3, Jason Part 3, but my favorite mask to make that I sell them like crazy is I love making my Sid masks, and R.I.P. Sid Haig, my favorite guy in the world, and yeah, so they're my faves.
Excellent.
Art the Clown representing.
And you got something going on for Corey this weekend too.
I do, I sold out of everything. I made a Slipknot special edition mask, and I sold out of them yesterday, so yeah, it's been great. It's been a great weekend.
What was Corey's reaction?
Corey loved it. He has one, so
okay.
He loved it. Yeah. So,
all right. Definitely. So by the way, you can find Rick at most horror conventions, but you could also find 13X on Facebook
and Instagram.
Yeah. Or you can go to his house.
No. St. Augustine, come on in, we'll party.
We're at Freak Show Designs. Check out that chum bucket and the barrels. Plus, lovely Christmas tree ornaments. Each one of these lamps inside has a logo also. Check it out, Bloody Skull lamps, Evil Dead, Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh my god!
It's Chewbacca. It's like a sign. Also Audrey. Feed me, Mary. Feed me. And let's have a tiki mug as one of the barrels. Over at Dark Heart. Oh, look at these pants. Return of the Living Dead. And Friday the 13th. The video game. Mary is infatuated with this dress, but it may be a pickup for Jess. Pushing in the house. Some washcloths or dish towels. Or you can get a Creature from the Black Lagoon lunchbox. Got the Creature. We've got a Haunted Mansion dress, and the best is Mary's like, oh, this has pockets in it. But then the booth owner's like, yeah, when my mom goes to the park, she puts water bottles in it. Womp womp. So we're checking out the booth from Prometheus Esoterica. We haven't been to their store yet. We want to, but look at all of this awesomeness.
And they're made out of goat. So it's done in the same fashion as it was done with human flesh.
We're in the market for a shrunken head. I think he's going to come home with us.
Oh, great color.
What should we call him?
I don't know.
I'm infatuated with that Casper also. Michael Myers being patient. Waiting to get past all the characters.
All right.
There's getting jewelry. It's a very cute dog. More shrunken heads. I've never wanted a stuffed bobcat so badly. Not so terrifying now. Are you? Oh, we can go crawfish or duck or monkey. Time for some free liquid refreshment. The merchant floor is like 1,000 degrees. And they do have the tattoo floor going here this year as well. I kinda love this. Alright, spooky. We're done for the day, early day. So we got some more halfway to Halloween celebrations coming up here later in the day. Well, it's Sunday. We're back at the Wyndham. It's day 3 of Spooky Empire. By the way, I do want to point out this video is not sponsored, nor did we get our tickets for free. This is our own general reactions and experience. We got here about a half an hour late for the Girls of Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween panel.
So when you were talking about the PTSD between the child actors and adult actors, did you ever get it when you were playing as a child actor on 4 and 5?
You know, I don't think I did then, but now as an adult, I realize what effect it probably did have on me. That, you know, still, but there's like this, oh God, I'm gonna get in therapy now. I mean, I'm in therapy, but I'm just saying. There's this, it's something that I'm concerned about for kids now that I think about it, and not only kids like in, you know, horror, I mean, I look at that scene in Cujo, right? I'm like, how did this look? And I sat with Dee Wallace and watched it. I'd never seen it before, and I was crying watching it. And I said, how the fuck did Danny do that? And she was like, she was so concerned, making sure he was walked through and talked through it. And at the end, he was like, oh no, it's fine. I had a seizure in my life. I know what this is like. And just like snapped out of it. But that's not like normal. Like it's true, like these kids are just like, do. And every time I see, like, I don't let my kids watch kids play with toys on YouTube or any of that stuff, because I just like, something's is not processing properly. So I did not at the time think there was an issue, but I look back now and I watch Halloween 5 and I'm like, I can't believe they made me do that.
Mm-hmm. You did a lot.
Putting me in front of a moving car in the middle of the night with no harness, he was, I mean, you see how close, I could see my double and then me, and he came so close to me so many times, that shit would never fly out. But the problem is, it's still happening everywhere. Like, there's no one really protecting kids from doing that stuff, so it's a tricky thing, and I talked to Alex Vincent about it, and Nico Hughes about it, and kind of just trying to figure out, like, how we go about kind of taking care of that situation. I don't know what Christina was talking about with her. I mean, I've not had that. I can recalibrate as an adult with help from doctors, but there's certain things movies that I can't take or won't take now, depending on what it is. Like, I couldn't do it with kids involved now that I had kids. It's a weird thing.
One more time around the floor. Someone bought the Bobcat. Not very crowded on Sunday, that's the positive. The negative, the air conditioner is still out. So it is sweltering, steamy hot in here.
I just heard about a really good hunt up in Jacksonville, 14th floor.
Friday, Halloween. Mary's back looking to make a purchase. I thought it was the same as this, what the creature's wearing, but it's not. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, we're getting out of Spooky Empire. This was a super quick trip today. So here's the thing with Spring Spooky Empire. Spring Spooky, normally small. Certainly not as big as the Fall Spooky. This time around though, there were a lot of vendors that were not there that are normally there, and a lot that had like doubled up or tripled up on booths because they didn't want to pay for their full booth. So the selection from vendors, smaller than usual, was probably about, I'd say, 75-80% art. There were some cosplayers there also, not as much as usual, and I think that's because we're still dealing with COVID here. The guests that they've had this year, also sporadic. That's usually the norm for Spring Spooky. You never know who is going to show up. Corey Taylor, the line was phenomenal for him.
Yeah.
The Richard Dreyfuss cancellation at the last minute is something that happens at cons, but I know that if I was going to the con to see Richard Dreyfuss and I found out like 2-3 days beforehand, I'd be super pissed. The other guests are fine. There's the same guests that come on a regular basis. I mean, there's nobody there. I mean, Corey Taylor was a big get. Richard Dreyfuss is, I guess like the A-lister for thing, and the rest we really drop a lot of rungs. I mean, no offense, Alex Vincent, I know pops in the channel sometimes and stuff too, but not Richard Dreyfuss. We love you, Alex. We love Child's Play. And Daniel Harris and those guys, they're awesome. It's just, the usual folks. Rico, Rico, he is literally everywhere in Florida for the, promoting the creature, and God bless him. I hope that he lives to like 190 at this point, because he's an ambassador and the last remaining.
He's an icon.
Universal monster. But in any event, then you get to like Tom Sizemore, and I quite honestly can't imagine what would be going through the minds of the folks at Spooky to book Tom Sizemore. And if you don't know what I mean, I'm not going to slander a libel. I would certainly just suggest maybe you go to Tom Sizemore's Wikipedia page to find out what kind of a human being he is. It was a fun event. Unfortunately, we're skipping out before the costume contest, because we're going to head over and get on some Velociraptor action. The costume contest is at 4 o'clock on a Sunday. We really gotta pack more of a punch. But anyway, we'll be back for Fall Spooky.
Yep.
And
hopefully they have a better place and better air conditioning.
The other cool thing, MegaCon is coming up also. So we'll get to MegaCon, and we've got other cool stuff coming. So thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. See you guys.